Hey everyone, welcome to the Maria Fontana Show, and thank you for listening. So today I'm going to talk about something that, oh my God, comes up all the friggin' time when I talk to new clients, talk to people who are thinking about starting their new business as a coach or consultant. And it's really something that I even struggled with, and I see 99% of my clients suffering with. And it's rough, and it's really about not feeling good enough. And I personally feel that when we feel like we're not good enough, that is at the core root of so many of our problems. And a lot of these come from having, a mother wound of some type. So I just personally did a lot of inner work and a lot of healing work on this. Even though I had done it many years ago, I had to go back and revisit it because I still had some stuff coming up. And they were basically like limiting beliefs, limiting mindsets that I had that were so subconsciously deep in my soul that I didn't even realize I had them. But they were showing up in my daily life when I went to do something. Now, most people, you guys know me. I'm outgoing. I'm successful. I'm doing all the things. I'm showing up daily. I'm on social media. I have 2 businesses. But deep down, there was still something holding me back, feeling that I wasn't good enough to actually receive or deserve the level of success and finances that is truly my birthright. And in talking to hundreds of clients that come to work with me, I'm noticing a pattern. And this is among more women than men, but it's both women and men. So today I want to talk about the things I've implemented into my life, and I help my clients while we're working on their businesses. Because as you guys know, I marry personal development, intuition, mindset, healing into business development. Because in my opinion, you just can't have one without the other, because they work in tandem. They come hand in hand, because no matter how much strategy you have and how much business acumen, if you're not working on the inner stuff, guys, you're not going to get to the level of success, whatever that looks like for you. And that level of success is different for everyone, right? So here are a few things that I've done in my life that I do daily that have changed my outcomes, have helped me with overcoming feeling not good enough. So the first and foremost would be taking time to have gratitude. Every day I make sure I wake up and I have gratitude for everything that I have. I make it simple. I say thank you for 5 things. So before I get out of bed, as soon as my eyes are open, I'll say, thank you for my eyes. Thank you for the bed I have. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my dog. Thank you for my husband. Like whatever, 5 things. And every day it's different. I just allow my soul to speak, and I allow my soul to make that just come out intuitively, like no overthinking, right? Then I make sure that during the day, I celebrate myself. So what are the things that have gone right? What are the things that I'm doing good? What are the things that I've accomplished? We have a tendency of focusing on what's wrong, focusing on what's missing, focusing on what lacks, focusing on everything that's in the negative. How about if we turn it around and focus on what's right in my life? Again, if you have a great relationship, that might be the one thing that's really right. If you have a great family, if you have great children, if you have a great pet, if you have great friendships, I'm just saying you really need to focus on what's right and stop focusing on what's wrong and what's missing, because the what we focus on expands. And that is when we feel not good enough, it keeps expanding, because it's like something that's eating away at you on the inside of your soul. So we have to really take a deep breath. Let's do it together now. Come on, ready? Take a deep breath. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. If you're not driving, close your eyes. Ready? Let's do it again. And I want you to say loudly, well, if you're around other people, don't say it loudly, but say it where you can hear yourself. I am enough. I am good enough. I am smart enough. I am pretty enough. I am thin enough. I am tall enough. I am short enough. whatever your enoughs are, I want you to focus on what you're enough. Because you're more than enough. There's not even a such thing as being enough. Everyone is more than enough. Enough is a made up bullshit thing. Because there's no such thing as enough. Because we're all born more than enough. We're all born perfect. We're all born babies who are like under 2 years old. They don't like roll around being like, oh, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. No, because they still haven't been contaminated with all the nonsense and all the negativity of the world and people's thoughts that are imposed on you to think they're not enough. So if you think about it this way, when I realized that really thinking I'm not enough at any time of my life is absolutely ridiculous, because we're not born that way. This is made up shit. So switching that one shift, it's like an immediate mindset shift. I want you to think about that it's not real and it's a bunch of BS and we're all born perfect and you're absolutely more than enough, because enough does not exist. Oh my God. How refreshing is that? Like, how mind-blowing is that? Why the hell did it take me to like 40 years to figure that one out, right? But now I'm sharing with you so we can cut the timeline of what you're feeling. Now, what happens is I see so many, again, entrepreneurs that come to me right now. I'm really sharing one of my programs, the Brilliant Business Reinvention. And what we're doing is I'm helping entrepreneurs, salon owners, wellness practitioners, holistic practitioners, people who are in the beauty and wellness space, and even some people who are outside of that space, quite frankly, business owners, create their exit strategy and figure out their next move, their next reinvention, which for a lot of people, it's stepping into the online space. It's stepping into the coaching, consulting, online mentoring space, because people want more of a freedom-based business. People want to be able to make money from anywhere. People realize after being, shut down and after all that stuff went on in the world, that they don't want to be at the mercy of anyone controlling their income, right? So there has been such a movement, and I've been working, so much on helping all my big-hearted entrepreneurs create that reality for themselves. So on that note, not being good enough is one of the topics that comes up all the time, because that's one of the first things people say to me. Now, I have 7-figure sometimes, 6-7-figure, it doesn't mean what figure you're at, but I'm saying people who got their shit together saying to me, I don't know if I'm good enough to be a coach. I don't know if I'm good enough to be a mentor. I don't know if I'm good enough to be a consultant. They immediately retract and go into this place of fear and almost crawl up in the fetal position. So I'm here to say to you, I work through that with you. I have worked through that with hundreds of clients as I had to work through it myself. And the truth is, again, guys, remember, there's no such thing as enough. It doesn't exist. You are more than enough. You are absolutely perfect. And whatever brilliance, skill, experience, life experience that you have, you are more than enough to create an online mentoring, coaching, consulting business. So on that note, I hope I inspired you today. And I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to drop in the show notes. I am hosting a free workshop. It is called the Exit Strategy Formula. I am going to be walking you through for free, step by step, how I created my exit strategy and how I help hundreds of other people create their exit strategy and then launch their coaching, consulting, or online mentoring business. It's absolutely free. The invitation's in the show notes down below. The link, just register, show up, and allow me to change your life. All right, guys, I love you. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for listening to my podcast. If I've served you well today, drop me a positive review or share this podcast out to someone else that I can impact their life in a positive way. Guys, you're more than enough. You've always been more than enough. You were born more than enough. Sending you lots of love and light. Thanks for listening.